Let's talk about something else that you can do with smart objects. We found out that you can reduce the size, increase the size, and they still maintain their original content. But what's great about is if you go from Camera Raw to Photoshop like we did and we had a smart object, let's say that I don't like these flowers for some reason, but I want to change them back into Camera Raw, but I don't want to go back to Camera Raw or go back to Bridge and go through those processes. Well, guess what? Since this is a smart object and it came from Camera Raw, then you can double click and it will remember to go back to Camera Raw. So now you can change the exposure if you want or change the other things. Let's actually do it here. So let's convert it to grayscale. Well, for sakes it doesn't matter, but if you click OK, all you have to do is just click OK. It goes back into Photoshop automatically and will change the flowers for you. So I'm just going to double click real quick one more time. And I'm going to say previous. Excuse me. There we go. Click OK. And as you can see, it remembers again. So that's one of another great reasons for using smart objects going from Camera Raw into Photoshop. So let me go ahead and close this. Another great reason is, for example, let me go to the custom shapes and let me choose a shape layer and let me choose a leaf. So I'm going to draw out a leaf. I'm going to press the shift key to constrain it. And because I have this style selected, this style is applied. So I go over to my layers panel here. I see that I have a shape layer with an effect. Right click, convert it to a smart object, which it is now. Now I'm going to press Control J a couple times. And I'm going to press the move tool and move one over here and move one over here. I'm going to select the top one. I'm going to double click. It's going to say some things. Basically, just click OK. I'm going to go back to my shape layers. And I want to change the style to something better. Maybe those buttons. Excuse me. Glass buttons. There we go. Maybe I wanted to use a glass button this time. And have a blue leaf for some reason. And then when I noticed here that it changed from the original file name to PSB, which is a large Photoshop size, so just go ahead and close it. Do not go File, Save. Just close it from here and then click Yes. And then watch what happens. All of my smart objects are updated at the same time. So you can have 10, 20 different leaves and update them all at the same time. Now what's interesting is that you can select one, press Control T, and increase the size for this one if you want. Press Enter, Control T for, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, Escape. Select this one, press Control T. Maybe I want to turn this to the right, and then maybe I want to press the warp function, and maybe I want to warp this a little. Okay, for some reason. Alright, and then this one, maybe I wanted to decrease it. Okay, so this is another thing you can do with smart objects.